Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're having a great day today and the day in life is treating you well. Today I'm back with another video and I'm showcasing the Miyajima clan, or however you want to pronounce it, the Crystal clan or the Geki clan from Naruto. So, in my opinion, this clan is many things. In my opinion, and from what I've played with all the matches using this clan's skills, it is decent. You definitely cannot use this clan skills by itself. You need a subclass with something else. I'd prefer medical, specifically chakra scalpel and chakra skewer, considering they're just good moves to have with this. Anyways, I'll go over a bit about the combos you can perform with medical ninjutsu with crystal. So the first skill you have is called Crystal Prison, and what it does is whenever an enemy touches one of the spikes, they are encapsulated in crystal for a very short amount of time. And from what I've managed to collect while having the bug in which you can't see damage, it doesn't do any damage. The only damage the person will take is from your M1s while in the actual crystal itself. And while in Crystal Prison, they do not take extra damage from your M1s. And this skill itself, when you're using it right off rip, takes a lot of chakra, and it's not even really that good right off the bat. I'll showcase it one more time. You can also move around Crystal Prison with your mouse. Now the second skill you'll get for about 1 skill point is called Crystal Blade. Now both Crystal Blade and Crystal Prison are both 1 skill point, so they're both your starter skills, your skills to help kick off your actual clan skills. And honestly, I actually really fucking hate Crystal Blades, or Crystal Blade more like. It is not a good skill. It has the exact same range as fists. Its striking speed is slightly faster than Fist, but it's nothing like the Shiro clan's striking speed with the dual daggers, or the Shun clan. Much like the Kaguya, the Yuki, and what's the other clan that allows you to create a sword? Much like the other clans that allow you to create weapons out of the elements that chip the enemy's block, this one on the other hand doesn't chip enemies blocked. When blocked, it just does 0 damage. That's why I hate it. And the bleed damage on it is very minuscule. Not every hit you do to the enemy will cause bleed. I think it's the second or third hit that causes bleed to proc on the enemy, and the bleed doesn't even last that long. And the damage on it is fairly minuscule too, for it having the normal exact same range as Fist and not having a high strike speed. So that in itself already makes the skill terrible, and also the fact that it doesn't chip past block like how the other weapons do, and like the samurai sword, yeah. It's rough. It's rough. I'll give you that. Yeah, I'll tell you. It's rough. Now, the third skill you'll get is called Crystal Crossing, in which you create crystals that cross like that. Now, I have used this skill a lot, especially I've used this skill a lot with Crystal Prison, where I would use Crystal Prison and then Crystal Crossing, and this shit does a lot of damage. Like, it does hella fucking damage. It doesn't do as much damage as soon as Sand Spikes, but it still does hella damage, and if they run into it again, they actually take damage. And it also does cause bleed too, which is super good. Doesn't take too much amount of chakra, though at times it can become extremely annoying and irritating just to aim, and sometimes it'll just go off cliffs like this. So it's not really worth it for some of the mission points, but it is still fairly good. Though the move is quite obvious to see, and it is really easy to dodge and evade, especially in a game like this. The damage trade-off with how hard it is to hit is meh. And then the final skill you have is called Crystal Throwing Spikes, which is once again another 2 skill points. But with this, you throw out a whole bunch of crystals, kind of like the Yuki clan, and how they shoot out a whole bunch of ice at you. Now, the reason why I recommend going the medical path, especially getting Chakra Scalpel and Chakra Skewer, is you could Crystal Prison an enemy, Crystal Blade M1 them, swap the Chakra Scalpel, then Chakra Skewer them, and then go back to Crystal Blade M1ing them, and you follow up with a Crystal Crossing. That right in itself is the best optimal ideal combo you could do with this that I've managed to come up with. And do keep in mind, there's a reason why not a lot of people are running this clan, because this clan in itself is just not good. The skills do not hold up well end game. Like, once you reach B tier, or once you reach B minus or B, the skills do not hold up in end game or high game, or whatever you want to call it. Just late game, like very late game, the skills do not hold up and they start to really lose their weight and impact on your build. About midway through. So that in itself is already extremely terrible. Now, I am kind of being a bit harsh on this clan, but with all due respect, this clan definitely does need to get buffed, where Crystal Prison does more damage, or at least it does some damage. And Crystal Crossing needs to be much longer and easier to hit. And Crystal Blade, it needs to have more range, because look at this. You literally have a blade right here that is longer than your actual arm, which would give you more range. Or at least needs to have, at the very basic, bare bones minimum, least, it needs to have more range. Now, it may sound like this video is nothing but a huge rant, a huge hoopla, hog phosphorogony, like nothing spiel about how bad this clan is, but I've definitely seen a lot worse clans. This clan is decent at best, C tier. If I were to get this clan, I would personally roll it, or if your friend were to get one of this clan, I would definitely tell them to roll this clan. Unless your friend's a veteran and has been playing this game for a while, then I would tell them to roll. Because this clan is just not it, especially for beginners, and how well the skills do not hold up end game, and how they start to lose some serious momentum mid game with everybody else who have finally finished developing their build and are now starting to fine tune it. It really loses a lot of its momentum and weight. And the only reason why this build is as proficient as it is, and the reason why I've managed to get up to B minus so far, so quickly within a few hours of playing, is because a Chakra Scalper and Skewer be doing a considerable amount of damage and also causing a lot of bleed, and stacking that with Crystal Prison, what is it? Yeah, Crystal Crossings bleed as well, and its actual damage. Now for throwing spikes, on the other hand, I have not really used that too much, so I'm not going to speak too much on that. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you'll consider leaving a like, subscribing, and sharing to your friends who just got this clan, or who picked up the game and enrolled this clan. It'd be really appreciated and help me get me better in the algorithm. I hope you ladies and gentlemen are having a fine day and continue to have a fine day today and the next day after that. See ya. Bye.